Hello, hello again, and welcome to another episode of Brenda's Musings. So today I want to talk to you about the difference between a struggle and a challenge. So often we talk about how we struggle through life. We have struggles in life. We struggle to get up in the morning. We struggle to get to bed on time. We struggle with our diet. We struggle with our exercise regime. We struggle with, cleaning the house. Like whatever it is, it's all, it's a struggle, struggle, struggle. And I'm having a few issues at work right now where I'm struggling with tech, which blows my mind because I've usually been fairly good at tech. But yeah, anyway, so, so I'm struggling. Excuse me. And the struggling has really stopped me from moving forward in the way that I know I could be. And it struck me this morning that a lot of that has to do with my mindset, because as long as I am in a struggle mentality, everything is going to be hard. Everything is going to be like, oh, I don't get this. Oh, I'll go back to it later. Oh, I know I should have done that already. Oh, well, I did the first step, but then I kind of got lost, and now I got to go back and try to figure out where I was when I left off. Like blah, 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 blah. The stories that just run through my mind. And I thought, what if I flipped this switch? What if I flipped this from this being a struggle to this being a challenge? Because there's something about challenges that make you want to take action. There's something about challenges that make you want to, quote, win the race or win the challenge, or at least complete the challenge. And so I thought, okay, suddenly I've gone from this sort of negative mentality to this more positive, more exciting mentality. So, and I literally have just had this thought like in the last 5-10 minutes. So I haven't actually put any action into this yet. But this is where I'm heading with it, is that, okay, this is a challenge. So a challenge to me is exciting. A challenge to me is like, I'm going to prove to myself that I can do this. A challenge is calling me rather than pushing me down. A struggle is like heavy feeling. It is like, So I've just sort of been thinking for a couple minutes before I came on to do this musing, where else in my life, besides all these little tech issue things, where else in my life am I looking at something as a struggle rather than a challenge? And I always go to weight. And it's not the number, it's the, what my body is allowing me to do, because I'm stuck in a lot of ways, in the sense that I cannot do, like I've got a grandchild coming in this summer. I want to be able to get on the floor and play with her. And I can get on the floor, but I need a crane to get me off the floor. I get up, it goes beep, beep. But, so instead of it being like a struggle to, eat well, or a struggle to move like I should, or a struggle to just even have to think about it for one more day, what if I take it on as a challenge? More food for thought. No pun intended. Actually, pun very much intended. But so there's an area. This studio that I'm sitting in right now is like it's a disaster. I wouldn't bring anybody in here. I'll even like my family coming in here, because I'm afraid they're going to slip and fall and, hurt themselves. So, and it's stopping me from doing some of the stuff that I want to do, particularly art-wise, and particularly sharing with people the art. So the process of making the art. So it's like, okay, there's another struggle. It's like, oh. And then the, practicing chords on the guitar. Oh, such a struggle. Now I am getting better. Practice makes perfect, they say. But, what if I flip that switch a bit more and make that more of a challenge? Like, Brenda, I challenge you to get the progression between these two chords, today, the next, 15 minutes or a half hour or however long it's going to take me. So think about your life and where you think something is a struggle, and flip that switch a bit and take it on as a challenge and see how it feels. And I'll report back to you, let you know how, how all my struggles are changing to challenges and what the results are. Have a great one, everyone.